NBA fans, welcome back to my channel, Jordan vs. LeBron. Like and subscribe, share the channel. And first off, before we get into LeBron's 2006 season, as we will get into Jordan's 87 season, both of those third seasons we're going to get into. Now, I want to answer a couple questions or comments that I've been getting saying that you can't compare a 18-year-old LeBron to a 22-year-old Jordan and all this stuff. Well, I'm going season by season. That's the only way we can compare these guys in a GOAT debate. We can't go LeBron's fifth season compared to Jordan's first season. How is that fair? Because are we going to take away LeBron's points, assists, and rebounds, all his stats? Are we going to do this? Because we can do that if that's what you want to do. But why I say we can do this is because LeBron, wasn't he the most hyped? He had all these expectations coming into the league. So if he was the most hyped, had more expectations than Jordan, Bird, Magic, Kareem, Wilt, all these guys, shouldn't he be coming into the league exceeding what these guys did? And if we say he exceeded all expectations, when are we supposed to start that? When was that supposed to start? I mean, to me, it's supposed to start when he first comes into the league. He's the chosen one. He says he's the king. I mean, what did he exceed? Because we've heard this from Draymond Green. He's been the best since he came in the league. And since he has entered the league, he missed the playoffs his first 2 years. He wasn't he didn't make the All-Star game. He shot 41% his first season. He was a minus 144 for his rookie season and still won the Rookie of the Year. How is that even possible? So if you want to go back and watch these prior videos about, that I got on here about his rookie season, Jordan's rookie season, their second seasons, feel free. I'm going to answer all those questions in those videos. Thanks to the people who subscribed, like my channel. If you would like to cash at me, it's in the description. If you would like to donate. So this is LeBron's third season. So what we're going to do is we're going to read off his stats. The same thing we're going to do for Jordan. And a lot of people think, oh, you're cheating LeBron and blah, blah, blah. I'm not cheating LeBron. I'm reading off his stats in all his seasons, in his playoffs, versus Jordan's seasons in his playoffs. What's unfair about that? I don't understand what's so fair about that. How can you have a GOAT debate? You say you don't want to make it about championships, right? I don't want to make it about championships. Let's make it about season for season. That's the only way we can come to that conclusion. I know the media doesn't want to, do this, but that's the only way you can come up and cure this whole thing. Now, I'm not beating up LeBron. Here's his stats right here. He played in his 2006 season, which was his third season, 05-06. He played 79 games. He had 31 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, 6.6 assists per game, 1.6 steals a game. Does that sound like I'm trashing him? 0.8 blocks, 3.3 turnovers per game, 48% field goal percentage. Okay. He's yet to hit 50% for his career. Jordan already has. 33.5 3-point percentage. Now look at this. He averaged 4.8 threes a game and hit 1.6. Just remember that when we get into Jordan's third season, okay? And 73.8 free throw percentage, okay? He had 123 steals and 66 blocks. Now, I can go ahead and tell you right now, Jordan had way more steals and way more blocks. Had over 200 steals in his third season and over 100 blocks. I mean, this is kind of underachieving. What I would like to say is, I don't think he had a bad season, but when we look at 2005 off season, the NBA changed the league into a no touching era. You could not hand check no more. You can't put elbows in the back in the post. You could not do rough play. You could not do that anymore, or it would be called a foul. Now, when he first came into the league, they was doing that. That's what happened to Jordan when he was still playing for the Wizards. Um, I don't know if this translates to, you know, LeBron not making the playoffs the first two seasons, but it might be. it might translate to that. Guys were playing more rough and tougher. They were hand checking, elbows in the back, and stuff like that. And that's maybe why he shot 41% his first year. He still didn't shoot 50% his second year. He still hasn't shot 50% his third year. And what's so concerning about that is that he took 70% of his shots in the paint. Now, if you want to go to Stat Moose online, you got to go to a computer. You can't do it on the phone no more. I don't know why, but it'll tell you the shot chart since I think 1997 season. Everybody's shot chart in the regular season, the playoffs, and the finals. So this was a pretty good season for LeBron. And he made the playoffs this year. We'll get into his playoff numbers in another video. And, you know, I don't really see nothing bad here. I think he had a pretty good season. I mean, is it going to compare to Jordan's third season? I guess we'll just have to see. But, you know, what I do find underwhelming is that he only had 103 steals on the season in 66 blocks. I mean, this guy is 6'9", probably about 100 and maybe 30 pounds when he came into the league. So he should have way more blocks. I'm talking about he should be almost at 200 blocks. I mean, tell me what you think. Do you think LeBron got robbed of an MVP this year? I mean, Steve Nash won it this year, 2006, putting up 18, 10 and 4, 18 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. I mean, did LeBron get robbed? I mean, we do say the MVP is for the most valuable player of your team. It's not who's the best player. So that's why when we fast forward and we look at LeBron's 4 MVPs, I mean, was he really the best in the league, or was he just the most valuable player to his team? And like I've always said, when Magic was winning MVP over Jordan, it was kind of funny because Jordan was putting up like crazy stats um over Magic Johnson. But Magic had a better record, but you got to question, Magic had a better team. He had a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He had Worthy on that team. So, you know, sometimes you got to question this MVP thing, if that player was really the best player in the league. I think, you know, a couple times Kobe should have won it over LeBron, but, you know, that's for a different video, you know. So that's why I say you can't use LeBron's MVPs over this guy, over that guy, because, you know, it is, they base it on the most valuable player to your team, per se. I don't think it's always like that, but, you know, it's like that a lot of times, you know, when a player has less statistical stats than another great player. But, you know, like I said, LeBron, he had a good season this year. I'm not going to knock him on that. But a couple of things right here was underwhelming. The rebounds for a 6'9" guy, that's horrible. And 230 pounds, that's horrible right there. The blocks, this was horrible. 66 blocks in a season. I think LeBron should be playing more defense than trying to be like a Magic Johnson, which he ain't, because the 6 assists ain't really gonna get you nowhere. He should be either playing more defense, or he should be scoring more points or something like that. So you guys tell me what you think. Comment, like the video, share the video. If you want to donate, the Cash App is in the description. The next video will be talking about Jordan's third season and his stats. And this is how the debate is going to go. I'm not going to cheat nobody. I'm not going to be jumping 5 seasons ahead and be talking about championships or nothing like that. We're going to go stat by stat, year by year. And that's the only way I look at it. Like I said before, I don't know what anybody else goes by. This is what we're going to do. See you next time.